Routine is very important for me. For the next 8 weeks, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna wake up, go running, come back, eat, take a shower, rest a little bit, probably hang around with the baby, go to the gym, train, go to sleep, and do that every day until the fight.
Long before North Philadelphia produced boxing's brightest Puerto Rican star. Before he became the Super WBA and WBC title holder and lineal light welterweight champion. This was before he and his longtime girlfriend Erica Mendez conceived a beautiful daughter named Danny Swift Garcia. Even before his much anticipated unification bout with Keith one-time Thurman breaking attendance boxing records at the Barclays Center.
Keith Thurman has been down once in his career. Garcia has never been on the canvas, but they are throwing with bad intentions early. Oh, but there's a sweeping left hook by Thurman.
Just using those rangefinder jabs has helped him in this one.
That was a beautiful jab and a left hook and a right hand by Garcia. We've come to the end of round 5. Garcia with a flurry.
This was long before creating the DSG brand and being the man behind the mask, and way before becoming the king of Philly. Before developing one of boxing's most vicious and devastating left hooks in the sport.
Combination ended with a right hand to the top of the head.
Danny Garcia's doing, oh my.
Just a brilliant shot.
Down goes Pat.
There it is.
Off a sensational counter left hook. But Salka showing his grit. And Hart gets rocked with that left hook. Salka down.
Danny Swift Garcia.
Danny Oscar Garcia was born on March 20th, 1988. His parents, Angel Garcia and Maritza Garcia, both originally from different parts of Puerto Rico, migrated to North Philly. Danny was one of 4 siblings. He had a brother named Eric and 2 twin sisters, Angelise and Siani. A mass migration from Puerto Rico to Philadelphia coincided with the industrialization Puerto Rican economy from the late 1940s to 1970. In that period, from 1950 to 1970, the Puerto Rican community expanded over 60,000. Philadelphia is one of the few large U.S. cities with a significant number of middle-class Puerto Ricans, though in Philadelphia, even the middle-class Puerto Ricans live in segregated areas. Philadelphia replaced the city of Chicago as a city with the second largest Puerto Rican population, and also one of the fastest growing. Danny, at the tender age of 10 years old, formally began learning the art of boxing and was introduced to the sport following in his brother's footsteps.
I first walked into the boxing gym when I was 7, and they said I couldn't box.
Because I was too young. So I came back when I was 10 years old with my dad, and we kind of learned together.
Although Eric Garcia was a novice, he eventually ventured off, and Danny continued to study the craft and polish his technique and style of being a deadly counterpuncher. It was at that time that Danny's father, Angel, was returning from a 2-year hiatus due to drug criminal charges and being locked up in prison. He was able to get back to being a father and make up for lost time. At that point, Angel realized he had a good opportunity to be a role model for his 2 sons. If given the chance, he would seize the moment to establish a strong relationship with them. And that he did. He began training Danny and being his manager and spokesman.
Still thinks I'm a little kid, but you know, I let him do him. That's just the way he is, the outspoken person.
So I just make everybody hate me and love him.
He does the talking, I do the fighting.
Danny began training at Harrogate Boxing Club in North Philadelphia under tutelage of Jimmy Lowry and Mike Milroy, where he continued in amateur camps such as Philadelphia Golden Gloves. Young Danny was a force to be reckoned with and was already showing signs of his hard-hitting counterpunching style and vicious left hook that would make him Philadelphia's champion. As a young teenage amateur, he was able to accomplish accolades such as the 2005 Tamer Tournament Champion, the 2005 Under-19 National Champion, and the 2006 U.S. National Champion. It is the dream of every star American amateur fighter to represent the United States in the Olympic Games, and Garcia was no different, but fell short to Javier Molina of Commerce, California to be the representative of the Beijing Olympics. Danny Swift Garcia had a successful amateur career of 120 bouts with only 4 defeats, one of boxing's top Puerto Rican fighters to bless the sport. Danny Swift Garcia, North Philadelphia's own King of the Ring, will go on to be one of the elite fighters of our time and will continue to bless the sport with skill and talent that is truly one of a kind. This has been a special edition of Boxing Guru. This is Boxing Before They Turned Pro.
Get